Everyone, we've got a bit of a different way of doing things today because I am partially hosting and also representing one of the charities today. So my name is Joshua. I'm the volunteering coordinator from the University of Bath Students' Union, but I'm also the branch chairman for the Royal Lifesaving Society for Avon and North Wiltshire. So today I'm going to be talking about the Royal Lifesaving Society and how you can volunteer with us and what it is that you can do around Bath and Bristol to reduce the number of people who drown locally and nationally. So I've come with a couple of videos today just because I want to keep it a bit interactive, and I know that we can all get quite overwhelmed by the number of presentations that we see. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. So I'm going to start with this one. I just need to check that it also shares the volume, because if I don't click the right button, it doesn't. Include computer sound. Here you go.
Less coordinated, which you can deal with unless you're in the water. Don't drink and drown.
So this is one of the videos of one of the campaigns that we do around universities each year. So a large number of younger people, when they enter the water and end up drowning, have been found to have alcohol in their system. So we run several campaigns around Don't Drink and Drown. So that's one of the things that people can get involved with at different universities, also around the country, when you go home in the holidays and things like that. So that's kind of a little bit about what we do, but so who are we? So the Royal Lifesaving Society is a national charity that covers the whole of the UK. We're now over 130 years old, and we've been going since the 1800s, well, 1890s, around that sort of time, so not quite early 1800s. So we're quite a established charity now. The RLSS has a UK headquarters and works nationally, but it's also split into regional branches. So I work with the Avon and North Wiltshire branch, which covers all the way through the River Avon, so starting in Wiltshire and going all the way to the coast near Bristol. What we can do is all different sorts of campaigns, whether it's teaching life-saving to children or adults, teaching lifeguard courses. As a branch, we support anything that helps reduce the number of drownings. That can involve going into schools and doing talks about how to be safe at the beach, how to be safe near rivers and waterways. So we've got a series of campaigns that we've run throughout the year, just like the video that I showed you a few minutes ago. What we also do is we've got social media presence. We also support lifesaving clubs. So a lifesaving club is a type of sport. So we're one of the only charities that have a sport attached to it. And I'm going to show you the British University Lifesaving Clubs Association video. So it will show you a little bit about what lifesaving sport is, which a lot of people is like, what is lifesaving sport? So here's your opportunity to have a look now.
Cool. So we may leave guys.
I'm walking on fire, my debt is in pay. I take myself higher, so I'm feeling okay. Look at me now, I'm done with the chase. I taught myself how, now I'm feeling okay. I taught myself how, now I'm feeling okay. I wanna take my time to make my decisions, change my mind for no damn reason. I'm not inside now, I'm feeling so low. Break me down, but I won't be risen. I hold my ground till my heart stops beating. I'm not inside now, I'm feeling so low.
So as you can see, there's lots of different elements attached to lifesaving, whether it's sport, whether it's campaigning, whether it's teaching. So there's lots of different ways that you guys can get involved. So I'll be putting lots of different opportunities up on your university's volunteering portal in the next couple of days. And whether it is you want to help with campaigns, whether it is you want to, when COVID restrictions ease, help teach life-saving courses, or whether it's do some training and teaching CPR to members of the community, whether that's with children, adults, babies, whether you want to teach how to use a defib. There's lots of different ways you can get involved. You might want to support a local life-saving club. So we've got Bradford upon Avon and Keynsham Club. So there's lots of different things that we do. I am getting questions start popping up, so I'm gonna start picking up on some of those, and then I'll let you guys have a bit of a conversation, because it's really good to talk about these sorts of things, because it's an interesting charity with interesting objectives. So it'll be good to see what everyone thinks. Some of the questions we've got: how good does your swimming ability have to be to join lifesaving? Well, if you're just volunteering with us, you don't have to be able to swim at all. Obviously, we encourage everyone to learn to swim, because it's one of the easiest ways to reduce drowning is for everyone to have a basic swimming ability. But to volunteer with us, you don't need to at all. If you want to if you want to participate with a local lifesaving club, then you would need some ability. And if you want to do one of the qualifications that help teach the water-based courses, you would need to be able to complete the water-based courses yourself. But that's only if you choose that specific path of volunteering. I'm not the strongest swimmer in the world, but I was able to pass the courses so that I could teach it. Does anyone else have any questions? Be really good if you guys wanted to say anything. Types of things have you done whole volunteering? Francis, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, while volunteering. I was like, so I've been volunteering within Lifesaving for a number of years now, actually just over a decade. So I started off as a volunteer lifeguard for my local community pool. I had a knock on the door at 9 p.m. at night one night, and it was one of the local committee members from the pool, and they were like, "Do you want to train as a lifeguard and help run our community pool?" And I said yes. So that kind of spiraled, and at university I joined a lifesaving club. So as you saw at the start of the video clip, Bristol have a lifesaving club. Bath don't currently, but hopefully will soon. When I say soon, I mean in the next year or so, because I'm busy, like we all are. I've taught at a camp Survive and Save, where we took 50 children and stayed in an outdoor centre in Wales, and then we went to the beach and we taught a beach lifesaving course to them, so they learn basic lifesaving for young adults. I've been to lifesaving competitions where I've competed, I've judged, I've been a participant in one of the stage scenarios where the students come in and practice their lifesaving skills with people who are acting. I've run courses, I've taught CPR to the community, and all sorts of things like that. Lifesaving is incredibly social. Where we're quite niche, I've got friends all over the country that I've now known for 10 plus years, sort of thing, where you've been to competitions, you've been to life-saving events and things like that, and you start recognizing people and chat all the time. So I've got friends all over the country, lots of different universities, so definitely great to get involved with. You'll be able to find the applications to apply on your university's volunteering system. They'll be up hopefully by the end of the day. So to get started, you would just put an application to whatever it is you want to get involved in. I will probably add you to something like a Facebook group, and then we'll have a chat about how you want to get involved and what you want to do. Which university are you at, Miguel? UE. So what we'll do is we'll look at what sort of things it is you want to do and find opportunities for you to get started, whether it's running a social media campaign at UE to support Don't Drink and Drown or something like that. We're trying to reduce drowning across our area at the moment. It's really important because since February we've actually had 4 people drown, which is really sad. Like, we had really difficult stats of in the River Avon we were having one a year, whereas now we've had 4 this year alone. So it's definitely something that we need to ramp the campaign up on campus, outside of university campuses, and just generally all over the whole area. So anyone else got any questions? It'd be really good to know what you guys are thinking. I know that I don't recognise your names from other, so it looks like you've come to this one specifically. Yeah, that will be going up on the hub later this afternoon. Specific. What do you mean by do you need a new permission? No, because it's not a work role. If you were, we'd have to look at potentially some of the teaching, just because the teaching can be done commercially, but if you're doing it as a volunteer, that shouldn't be a problem. Your best bet is to check with what guidance has been given to you as part of your visa and follow what that says. If in doubt, your volunteering team will be able to help you with that one. I have the guidance for my group somewhere, I just haven't got it in front of me. Does anyone else have any questions? Louisa, Timmy, Raphael, Simon? Cool. Where we don't have any questions, I think we'll move on to the second charity that's joining us today. We're going to be talking for them because unfortunately they've not been able to attend due to half term. They had to look after their children. So if you would, yeah, so we'll move on to the Red Cross. So John, sorry.
Hi there. So I'm Frances. I'm a volunteer coordinator at UE. One of the people that you can get in touch with if you're a UE student, if you'd like any help looking for volunteering roles. As Josh said, unfortunately, the St John ambulance weren't able to join us in person today, as sometimes happens with charities. But what I am going to do is just show you some volunteering roles they have at the moment, and what's available, and kind of just give you a look at their website so you can see how you would make an application if you're interested in St John Ambulance. So I'm just going to try to share my screen. Hopefully that's going to work. Oh. Can everyone see this okay? Oh.
We can see it.
You're able to see the volunteer opportunities page?
Yep.
Oh, great. Thanks, Izzy. So this is St John Ambulance. St John Ambulance are a life-saving first aid charity. You might recognise them with these green jackets if you've ever been to a large sporting event or something like that. They quite often provide first aid and support at big sporting events like races, football matches, and also music events and things like that. If I scroll down here, hopefully you'll be able to see this. So they do have quite a range of roles that they recruit volunteers to. Some of them are specifically skilled, like healthcare professionals. So you need to have certain qualifications to do that. Ambulance service volunteers. And then some of them are more related in the same way that roles with the Royal Lifesaving Society are fundraising and communications, and management is just as important as well. kind of giving people in the community information about first aid and fundraising for the charity. So there's a list of the kind of different volunteer roles. If you're interested, you can go onto their website and check through those roles for the kind of things you'd like to do. There are lots of qualifications available, so it's a great way to get life-saving first aid qualifications if you'd like to do that. If you scroll down, if you kind of know what sort of role you'd like, you can see the volunteer opportunities that are available. I wanted to share this as well. This is a quote from a student volunteer, which is on the website. You can read all about it. This I thought was really nice, that he'd said that what he likes about being a student volunteer is the amount of support he's received from other students, particularly as he has a disability, and he was worried about that with joining St John Ambulance. But he said, since joining, there's never been an occasion where I felt left out or unable to join in. This unit's really friendly, it's like a family. And they all make sure all their volunteers feel welcome and appreciated, which is really great. So a couple of the roles which are available at the moment, I'm going to put in Bedminster, as in South Bristol, because I know there's a couple of roles available there, but it works best if you're interested. If you put in your postcode there, you can find out the nearest roles to you. So they've got a couple of roles available at the moment, a district fleet officer and a district clinical officer. If you click on those, they'll tell you all about the role and give you a link to apply as well. It tells you everything that you would need to do, and it says that training is on the job there as well. So that's how you would train for that. You can do these volunteering, because they're essential roles. You can do these volunteering roles in person at the moment. If you're not comfortable with volunteering in person, or you're not able to for any reason, there are lots of roles, both with St John Ambulance and generally there are loads of volunteering roles that you can do from home at the moment. So if there's something that you'd like to do, just get in touch with your volunteering team and they'll be able to help you find some roles to do from home. So I'm going to stop sharing now. That was quite a quick go, but hopefully it kind of gave you an idea of how you would find out more about St John Ambulance and get involved. I don't know if there are any questions at all. I can see that Josh has put some links for the Royal Life Saving Society Southwest Region roles in the chat there. So if there's anything, if you'd like to find out more about volunteering for the charity that Josh was talking about, you can click on those links. I will also put a link to the volunteer opportunities search for St John Ambulance. But there we go. Were there any questions at all? No, I'm not from St John Ambulance myself, so I would be able to try and find the answer for you, but maybe there won't be. Looks like that's it. I'm just scrolling up to see if there's anything else. One had of that they would like to ask Josh, or just ask about volunteering generally. I'm from the UE volunteering team. Isabel is from Bath Spa, and Josh is from Bath. And we can also obviously give you the information to get in touch with Bristol University volunteering as well if you need to. So from Miguel, do we need to have any specific skills? I'm going to assume that was for St John Ambulance, but let me know if not. St John Ambulance do a lot of their first aid training themselves, so that would be part of it. that you would do the first aid training. There are some roles where you would actually need clinical skills, so you need a kind of medical qualification, but most of the roles they do the training there. The kind of idea of St John Ambulance is that it's first aid and it's provided in the community, and then also they do have roles which aren't kind of directly first aid related, which you wouldn't need any kind of particular skills to do, and you can share other skills that you have, like communication, things like that. And Josh has said as well that you don't need any particular skills to volunteer with the Royal Lifesaving Society groups. That obviously the training would be available from them as well. Great. I see we just had someone come in. We're actually coming to the end now, but we have recorded this session, so we'll make sure we send you all the links through. A bit of a shorter session this time, just because we didn't have St John Ambulance here. If anyone does have any more questions, do stick them in the chat now. But otherwise, we'll make sure this recording gets to you, and you'll have all the links for how to apply for the different roles that we've talked about today. Do keep joining us at these events. We have them every Tuesday at 10 a.m. and Thursday at 3 p.m. and they'll be going on until the 19th of November, I think, so well into November. So do keep joining us. This Thursday we've got a session from organisations who work with refugees, so you'll be hearing from them. So that will be Student Action for Refugees and Jakari as well. It looks like someone's got a question from there, but I'm not sure. Someone's had some problems accessing the event. Well, it's great to see that you've managed to join us this time, and it will mean that you, if you registered for the event, then it will mean that you get the recording. I'll open the page just so that everyone can make sure that they are registered for events. So I've just put the link in the chat there to the Eventbrite page. You can make sure that you're registered for all the other events as well, and that will mean that we have your email address, so we can send you the recording of this session and the links and things like that to apply. Looks like there's no other questions. I'll just give you 30 seconds or so in case anyone wants to shout or put their hand up. Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about, Josh?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Oh, hi, Miguel. That's a good question, actually. No, we didn't take the we didn't do these events together last year. So these are being run by all 4 universities in the region: Bath Spa, Bath, Bristol University and UWE. Last year, what would happen was that all the different universities would have their own specific volunteering fair, but obviously because we couldn't run those this time, we decided to kind of join together and run these events together. So hopefully they're useful for you. We're hoping that we will continue to run something similar into next term as well, so some more events next term. But if you do have any feedback for us about how they're going, do just send us an email or join us in the chat or anything like that. Great. Well, it's really nice to see you all. Thanks all for coming and listening to the event. Make sure that you are registered on the Eventbrite page, and that will make sure that you get the recordings, and you can see any other events that you might be interested in going on until November. But otherwise, we'll close this now, and I hope everyone has a lovely day. Thank you.